Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be going over every scam method there is currently in Anime Defenders, just so everybody around there it can go around trading perfectly fine and not to get scammed, because unfortunately I have become a victim to a couple of these scams over the past couple of days. So I just want to make sure that everybody out there that is trading is very safe. So obviously watch to the end of the video just so you guys know every single scam out there and you can be happy and safely trading with other players. But quickly, before we do get into that, I would just like to have a massive thanks to everybody that is supporting me, because like I said, at 3,000 subscribers, yes, you guys said that right, at 3,000 subscribers, I will be giving away 2 secrets or maybe even an exclusive and a secret. So obviously make sure you guys subscribe and also join the Discord, which is linked in the description, to obviously be entered into any giveaways I do. Obviously right now I'll be able to explain in this video what is actually going on, but when I do hit 3,000 subscribers, I will be giving away either 2 secrets or an exclusive and a secret. It depends what you guys want, and it depends how quickly we do get to 3k. But enough of me waffling, let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, so I'm just going to start this video off just by saying, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you would know that my team was pretty good. You would know that I had an almighty Gojo, you would know I had an almighty Igarish, you would also know I just got myself a Requiem Shadow Dragon. I also have other things like obviously the ones you can get from portals. Obviously I still have the ones you can get from portals, but if I do go into my inventory, as you will see, I don't really have much. So I thought obviously making this video would be very helpful for everybody, just so you don't end up in a position like me. And yes, a lot of it was my fault, and a lot of it was just because I wasn't looking, I was just busy, and also because I was rushing through things, which is something you should never ever do. So let's get it straight into the first method, and the first method is clicking on links. This is mainly a thing where you are trading with people through the Discord server. Is when you do message those people that are basically, most of the time they are just saying like a ridiculously good deal that no one else would really do, by saying, I don't know, that they would buy your almighty Gojo for 14 million gems even though he's only worth about 9 million. You would then message them, and then they would say something like, oh yeah, that's fine, join my profile now, click this link. You don't need to click any links for this game. No links are actually required for this game, because when you do go over to the trading place, you are able to just type in anyone's username by the join a friend feature. No matter who they are, you don't actually have to be friends with them on Roblox. You can just go on here, and this username here, which is their actual username, not the display name, their actual username, you are able to just join anyone. So clicking on any links is not needed at all. Any link that is ever sent to you should not even be joined, not even if it's a Discord server, whether it's a link to a private server, unless you obviously trust it. Obviously, if you do join my Discord and you're joining private server links to do the things such as the portals, we do check over every single link before they do get sent into our looking for group Discord channel. But if you are joining links, there is no point, because 1, you can just join people just by using their username, and 2, if you join people's private server to go do a trade, there's no point, because you guys have to go over to the trading server anyway. So I do see a lot of people do get scammed for this, and this isn't even just scamming for your items or scamming just for your units. This is scamming your whole account. So the way it basically works is when you do that, it will ask you to usually log in. Once you do that, they have basically just got all the details to your Roblox account in total. So they actually just take everything, and usually they would log on to the account and trade that to their main everything that they do want from your account, or in some worst cases they just take your account fully and they change the password and they just keep it, and they take everything off you and you never get the account back unless you are able to prove to Roblox how it actually got scammed off you. But obviously that is a long hassle, and that is a big thing that you guys need to just be keeping out for. I've known a couple of people that did do this, and when I was younger I remember I did actually do this, unfortunately, myself. But obviously I've grown to know what scam links do look like. Usually if you do copy the scam link and then paste it into a DM with somebody else, you will be able to see that it doesn't look like a proper link, and then the link usually will change depending on how smart the actual scammer is. But this leads me on into the second one. If people don't know about certain things, about big trades, people usually use a person called a middleman. What a middleman is both of the participants of the trade would trade all of their items that they are willing to trade to this person called the middleman. So say if I was doing a trade for 2,000 rerolls plus 2 million gems and plus some units for one of my units. So all I'm giving is one of my units. So what I would do is I would trade my unit to this said middleman, and they would trade over the trait crystals, they would trade over the unit, and then once they've traded them over to me, I would then buy their unit for gems. But the issue does become around with this is when people try to use middleman servers. Middleman servers are basically a big known thing on Roblox to basically just be full on scams, because the way it works is people pay IRL money to have someone be a middleman for them. They go around saying, oh, I've just spent this much money on a middleman ticket, I'm just trying to use it for someone, either join me or join this server. They usually send a Discord server link, and the Discord servers always look the same. There are people in there that are just scamming either people with the money, or the people are scamming you saying that they've used this middleman service and it's just actually their friend and they haven't actually used this middleman service. So you've just got to be very, very careful, and they really need to remove these, because I miss out on so many snipes just because of these stupid little captures, but apparently they are removing them soon, hopefully. But basically, the only middlemans you should be using is either, if you join into my Discord, I do help people with middlemans. I do go around, help people do middlemans, because I know it is helpful to people. It's just, it depends if people do trust me. Obviously, I am a content creator and I do decent on YouTube, so some people might trust me. If not, you can go into the Anime Defenders Discord, and there is some mods in there that do actually have in their name DM for middleman, but the issue with using those is they do indeed take tax off you. They either want a specific percentage of the trade you're actually doing, or they do say 50,000 gems off you. But if you do message me, and obviously the person you're training with does trust me to do that, I do it for free. I don't really mind doing it because I know it's helpful for a lot of people. So obviously let's get straight into the next one, and the next one will be doing a trade for traits and gems. So obviously, as you guys know, you cannot trade anybody gems. So if you put in a trade to someone, you cannot send anybody gems. Sending people gems in trades is just not possible. I don't really understand why. I feel like it definitely should be possible, because it's an issue. It's a big issue that when you want to trade someone, say for an item, if you want to trade them gems plus traits, it's very risky to do, because one of you is going to have to go first. They're either going to have to trade you the unit first, so then you can buy a unit off them for gems and also give them the traits, or you're just going to have to trust them. But what I would say, guys, is never ever go first. That is rule number one of trading in this game, and trading in any game, is never ever go first, unless it's obviously with a friend or someone you do trust, because in this game, when people get scammed, it's very hard to actually get your things back, because people get scammed a lot in this game. There is thousands and thousands of people and thousands of items that do get scammed off people every single day. So the actual Anime Defenders dev team don't really do much about it, because otherwise they would just lose and there would be no point of the economy, because if one person gets scammed for, say, an almighty Gojo, another person's going to get that almighty Gojo. Then if they get recompensated for that, that means there is now two in there, and say when it's a limited item, it just ruins the whole point of how rare it's going to be. So obviously getting your items back is near to impossible once you have actually been able to obviously get scammed. So obviously just never ever go first unless you have traded with this person multiple times and you know they are, or they are a big person such as a content creator or a mod for any Anime Defenders Discord server. But anybody else that is just random, never ever go first. But like I said, you can join my Discord and you can always ask me for them if the person is willing to actually do that with me. And then obviously this is another one that you just need to be paying attention for. It's when you're in a trade with someone, quickly before people do actually accept the trade, they would trade out how many trait crystals they're actually using. So this usually happens with big trades, such as when you're doing units, you're adding frostbinds into it, you're adding risky dice, you're adding trait crystals and everything like that. If you're not looking and you're not paying attention, people can swap things out, which is very, very unfortunate. It obviously is one of the number one scams that people used to do in things like Pet Simulator, is you would swap out a unit or swap out a pet of the same thing with different traits on it. So you've just got to really be paying attention, and obviously if you are both readied up and then they do change an item, it does unready both people. So obviously just always keep your eye out for what is actually on your screen, and make sure 110% that before you click that ready up button, it is what you are wanting. So make sure that the item that you're trading for is definitely what you are wanting. And then obviously this last one is kind of I don't know, it kind of doesn't really work in this game, but I know it worked a lot in Pet Simulator, is when you be on here and you would ask someone, hey, can you change the price of this? And then when you do change the price of it, because you're spam clicking it, because it's like a really good deal, they would actually change which one it is. So I've had this happen to me once before. So I was trading for a Sunjin Woo with Requiem on it, just like this one. Before, it was obviously like a very expensive, it was around 900k at the time. And then I said to them, can I have it for 850k? They said, yeah, sure. I was clicking on this, but because there was a lot more people around me, because it was a very good price for the unit, and obviously people saw it in chat that he was actually putting it up for 850k. I was here, I was spamming to actually be able to buy it first. So that is the good thing with having the capture there, but I was spamming to buy it, and it turns out he actually just put up a normal one, and I lost out on a lot of money, because at the time the regular Sunjin Woo was only worth around 500 600k. So it was actually very, very unfortunate, but obviously that is just another one where you've got to pay attention, and that is obviously just a silly mistake on my behalf. But obviously I just want to make you guys wary of every single scam in this game, because I don't want you guys losing all your units just like me, but it's fine, because I can always just sit here and try and grind for all the portal units and make my team out of that, or just try and get really lucky with my rerolls, because I sold my Almighty Gojo for around 7,000 rerolls, rerolled it all onto my Shadow Dragon to try and get Almighty, and I didn't even get Requiem, so it's a very, very sad day for me today. Obviously, I got scammed out of 2 of my secrets, and then also got scammed out of, well, not really get scammed out on my Gojo, but I tried to gamble and it didn't work, so don't gamble, kids. I'm very, very unlucky, as you can see if I go into here, and if I go into settings, no, it is not settings, it is statistics. Let me try and find where it is, where you can see how many you've actually rolled. I'm only going to look for this quick, because I don't want to waffle and I don't want to make this video ages. How do I see it? Where is 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 it? Oh yeah, traits rolled 1,498, and out of 1,498, I think I've only rolled 1 Almighty, which is very, very sad, and I've only rolled 1 Requiem. All I wanted was to actually get the Almighty on my Shadow Dragon, because that would have actually been better than the Gojo, so doing that trade would have actually been a W, but unfortunately I was super duper unlucky. But okay, enough of me waffling. I hope this video really helps you guys not get scammed in this game, because it's a very, very sad day, and there has been a couple people in my Discord that either did do a really bad trade or got scammed and then actually quit the game. And I promise you guys, if I was way richer, I would try and help as many people that do get scammed, but this is obviously all I can do. But if you did make it to the end of the video, don't forget to comment the number 56 just to let me know that you guys stayed all the way to the end. I know this has been a bit of a waffly one, but obviously I just want to make sure that nobody does get scammed. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you've been watching me for a while, you know exactly what I want to say. Peace out and ka-chow.